Hello everyone, welcome to Darren Creative Concepts Community. We're thrilled to have you here on our YouTube channel, where creativity knows no bounds. As we embark on this artistic journey together, we've got some exciting news to share with you. Free online graphic designing classes. Dive into the world of design with our exclusive and free online graphic designing classes. Whether you're a beginner or looking to enhance your skills, our tutorials are crafted to inspire and empower your creative spirit. Get ready to unleash your imagination and bring your ideas to life. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe and hit the bell. To make sure you don't miss any of our fantastic video tutorials, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Stay up to date with the latest tips, tricks, and techniques straight from Darren Creative Concepts. Join our community of passionate creators and let's grow together. Why subscribe? Exclusive content, access tutorials and insights you won't find anywhere else. Community interaction, engage with fellow creatives, share your work, and be part of a supportive community. Continuous learning, from the basics to advanced techniques, there's always something new to discover. Let the creativity flow, and let's build something extraordinary together. Subscribe now, hit that bell, and let the creative journey begin. Dive into creativity. Inspire. Create. Darren Creative Concepts awaits you. So without wasting much of the time, let's get into today's business.
Hello, I want to specially welcome you all to this tutorial. It's a pleasure having you. Okay, so in this video we are going to be designing a poster. Okay, a basic, but it's gonna be really beautiful, right? So without further ado, let's get going. Okay, so the first thing I'll be doing now is to create our documents. Okay, I'm creating the size of our design basically. So to do that, I'm going to click on the three dots at the top right corner here. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to be clicking on image size. Okay, I'll click on image size. Then okay, so for the size of this poster, I want to use A3 size. A3 size. Okay, so you might be wondering how to set the right sizes for your design. Okay, the thing is, in subsequent tutorials, I'm still going to be explaining how to go about that. All right, but for now, just stick with what we are doing. Okay, so Pixel Lab actually makes use of pixels as its unit of measurements. Okay, so I'm gonna be converting the A3 into pixels. So I've got my measurement. I just want to impute the measurement. Okay, so I'm going to impute the width and the height. So for the width, it's 3508, and for the height, it's 4961. Okay, so like I said, you don't have to worry too much about that for now, as I'm still going to be taking you through how to set the right sizes, how to know the right sizes for your design, and all of that. Okay, so for now, let's just continue with our design. All right, so this is what I have now. After setting my size, this is what I have. So the next thing I'll do now is to, of course, to start designing. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is to change the background color of this design. So I'm going to click on the icon down here. Okay, this icon, and I'm going to click on color. Okay, and I'm going to choose white. I want a white color for this. Okay, having done that, the next thing to do now is to go over to my shape. I want to bring in a shape. So there are two ways to do that basically. You can either click on the icon down here. Okay, click on that and click on shapes. You can see we have shapes. Click on shapes, then we have our shape here. Okay, so if you don't want to do that, okay, you can as well click on the plus button at the top left corner here, this plus button. Okay, you click on that, then you click on shapes. You can see click on shapes. It's still going to get to the same destination. So this is the shape I want actually. Okay, so I'm going to change the color of this shape. Okay, I'm going to change the color of this shape to something like yellow. Nope, let me use this one, this particular one here. Okay, I'm going to click on this to check it. So I have my shape here. Okay, so what I'll do now is to expand the shape. So the shape, you can see we have different points here. We have 1 point here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Okay, so to increase the length of the shape, I can do that using this down part here. I just click on it and drag it down. As you can see, if I want to increase the width, okay, I'm just going to do that here by clicking on it and dragging it towards the right or left, whichever one you feel like. So you want to expand the size simultaneously, the width and the height. I can do that here, okay, by dragging it, holding and dragging it like so, as you can see. Okay, so if I want to rotate it, okay, I'm just gonna do that here, clicking, holding and and dragging like so. So that's all about that. So next thing I want to do now is to increase the height. Just make sure I have something nice. Okay, something like this. I think it's cool like this. It's cool. I can just expand it a little bit more. Okay, so once I have this, the next thing to do is to go to my layer panel. I click on the layer icon here. Okay, so I'm going to click on layer icon. What I want to do is I want to lock this layer, this shape, so that I don't get to move it or shift it from its position while I'm designing. Okay, so I'm going to click on the padlock icon. As you can see, the padlock icon here to also lock it. So now I won't get to move it around while I'm designing. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is to bring in the image I want to use. I want to use an image. So to bring in an image, of course, I'm going to go back. So I'm going to click on the plus button here so that I can go to my gallery, right? So I'm going to click on the plus button from gallery. Then I'm going to go over to where I have my image. Okay, so this is where I have the image I want to use. So per adventure, if your image you want to use is not under the folder that is being displayed, you can click on the three dots here and navigate through where you have your images. Okay, it's as simple as that. I'm going to click on the image I want to use, which is this. I'm going to click on this pretty lady. I'm going to click on this to check it. All right, so what I'll do next is I can just reduce the size a little bit and position it to where I want it to be, like so. Okay, so as you can see, the image is not well placed. It's not well placed like this. It's showing on top of this shape. So what I want to do next is to move it behind or below this shape. So to do that, I'm going to click on the layer button once again, this one. So I'm going to click on that. So it displays the layers I have. Presently, I have two layers, which is the shape I created earlier and the image I just brought in, right? So I'm going to drag this image below the shape by holding this dot here. Okay, I'm going to hold the dots and drag it below this. So now we have our shape under the we have our image under the shape. So I'm going to click on the layer button once again to go back. So you can see we have this below this right now. I'm just going to position this to the center like so. So once I'm okay with the positioning, I'm just going to go back to my layer and lock the image as well, so that I don't get to move it while we are doing other things. Okay, I'm going to click on the padlock to lock it. So once I'm done with that, the next thing is I'm going to go back to my shape once again, to shapes. Click on this like we did earlier. Now I'm going to change the color of this shape to black. Okay, I'm going to scroll down and look for black. So by adventure, you click on this check and you didn't check the color while you were when you actually chose the shape. You can still scroll to the side. You can see we have color here. Okay, and we're changing the color here as well. It's still the same thing. Click on color, enable, and click on black. Okay, it's going to have the same result. Now I want to adjust the size to fit in with what I want. So that actually, I'm just going to do that like so. I think it's cool like this. Then the next thing I want to do now is to click on this shape that I just created, and I'm going to duplicate it by clicking on copy. I want to make another copy of this, so I'm going to click on the copy icon. You can see we have the copy icon here. I'm going to click on copy, and I'm going to move this down as well. This new one, this copied one, I'm going to move it down. Okay, I'm going to move it down and make sure it's well aligned properly with this. Okay, I think it's well aligned with these. Just gonna move it. Oops. Oops. Okay, I know I prefer to use the position button at times when it comes to a situation like this. I'm just gonna scroll down and scroll to the side and use the position to nudge it. I'm gonna click on position. I'm gonna use it to nudge the shape properly. So I'm positioning to my preferred position like so. Okay, that's what we have here. Absolutely. So once I'm okay with what I have, the next thing I want to do now is to I'm going to merge these two shapes together. I want to merge these two shapes together. So to do that, I'm going to go back to my layer panel. I'm going to click on layer icon, because these are the two shapes I want to merge. So to merge, I'm just going to click on, after going to the layer panel, okay, I'm going to click on this icon down here. So after clicking on that, then once again I'll click on this icon, this unite icon here. Okay, I'm going to click on that. But before doing that, you have to select the layers you want to merge. Okay, before selecting this, you have to select the layers you want to merge. In this case, I want to select these two layers, 1, 2. So after I'm just selecting the two layers, the next thing is to of course, click on this icon down here. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on OK. Now these two layers have now become a single layer. As you can see, they have now become a single layer. So what I'm doing next now is to copy these layers. I'm going to duplicate this layer as well. So I'm going to click on layer and click on copy. So I have this layer. Then I'm just going to bring this new one here. Okay, let me just drop it here for now. All right. Then I'm going to, oops, I think something I forgot to do. You know what I'm going to undo. I want to go back. So undo, I'm just going to click on this arrow so that I can make it easier. This arrow, this this backward arrow, basically, I'm going to undo. Click on it, undo, undo. Okay. Now I want to duplicate one of these shapes first. One of these shapes first. Okay. So I'm going to click on copy. So after duplicating one of these shapes, then I'll go back and merge these two shapes together. Okay. Now click on this same process. Select the two layers I want to merge and merge the two layers. Okay. So once I'm done merging these two layers, then I'm going to bring these new shapes. This new shape. I'm gonna bring the shape. I'm gonna nudge it like so. I'm bring it down a little bit. Okay, let me just leave for now. Then I'm going to click on this one that I just matched. Okay, I'm going to copy this one. You get? I'm going to copy this. After copying this, what I'll do next is to what? I'm just going to move it towards this side like so. Then I'll bring this one this new one. I'll bring it down and position it to my preferred position like so. Okay. I think I need to position it a bit more. So you have to make sure it's well positioned and well aligned. Okay, so that you have something really nice. Okay, it's very, very important. Okay, I think it's not yet there. Position is very, very important when you're designing. It's very, very important. Very, very, very important. You have to make sure everything is well positioned, everything is well aligned. You get, so it's gonna make your work stand out and come out really beautiful and unique and amazing, right? Absolutely. So once I'm done positioning it and I'm okay with what I have, I'm just going to go back to my layer panel. I want to match these three shapes together. I'm going to go back here and click on the layers I want to match, which is this and this. I'm going to match this together. So I'm making this a single layer now. So after doing that, I want to copy this layer once again. This one, these shapes that I just matched. Click on copy, and I have this. I'm going to bring this down like so. Okay. So once I'm done, I'm just going to take this and position this to this side like so. I'm going to position it like so. All right. Then the next thing I'll do now is I'm going to click on it. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Okay, like so. I think it's cool like this. All right. So once I'm done, the next thing I'll do now is to lock this layer. I'll be locking this layer. Let me click on it. Let me bring it down a little bit, just a little bit down. Like so. Then I'm going to go back to my layer and lock the layer, this layer. Sorry, I want to lock it. I'm not merging it. Let me just go back, click on layer. I'm going to lock it like so. So now I can't get to move it again. Okay, the next thing I want to do now is to position these two shapes as well. So I'm going to bring this. I'm going to rotate this like so. I'm going to rotate this. I'm going to move it towards the position I want it to be. Okay, so once I'm okay with what I have, the next thing I want to do now is to bring this as well. Okay, I'm going to rotate this as well. I'm going to bring it and position it to where I want it to be as well. All right. Okay, so once I'm done, the next thing I want to do now is to lock these two shapes as well. Okay. All right. Then, having done that, the next thing is to come to my text. It's time to impute some text. But before doing that, I want to add some kind of I want to add some things to beautify this even more. Okay. So to do that, I'll go back to my gallery. Click on the plus icon at the top left corner. Then from gallery, I'm going to bring in these dotted lines. All right, this one here. Okay, just going to crop it like so. Okay, then I'm going to reduce the size, something like this. Fine. I'm going to move this. Okay, I'm going to copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy. I'm going to move this towards here. I can use the arrow. Let me just leave it like so. Still cool. Now I'm going to bring the other one I just copied and bring it down as well. So I can just bring it down. I can click on it now. Oops. I can just use the position to nudge it right, like so. Okay, I'm gonna click on this as well and use the position to nudge it like so. All right. So once I'm okay with what I have, the next thing I want to do now is to come to I want to lock these two as well. After locking them, then I'll come to my text. To come to my text, I'm going to click on this. You can just click on this A here, this capture data A. Click on that and click on text. Okay, click on text. Then you can see we have our text here. Then I can click on edit down here. Okay, click on edit. The next thing I'll do now is to erase this new text. and type in my own text. I'm going to type in black. Okay, then the next thing I want to do is to change the color to black, of course. Color, change it to black. Okay, I'm going to increase the size. You can see we have size here. Click on that. You can increase the size like so. I want to change the font of this. The font. I'm going to scroll to the side and look for fonts. So we have font here. Click on font. Okay, so the font I want to use here is let me use Evergraph. Exactly. So I have this font here, so I can still expand the size or increase the size like so. Let me make it 100. Let's see what we have here. So I want to make sure this side is well aligned. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to click on I want to bring in a grid to guide me right. So I'm going to click on this icon here. I'm going to click on that, so you can see we have grid like so. So I'm going to click on this next in order to take the rulers or the grid to the position I want it to be, so that it can guide me right. I'm going to click on any of these lines. Okay, so the one I want to click on now is this particular one. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. But before clicking on that, before you can adjust it, you have to first click on this so that I can go to the adjust mode. Click on this this icon that looks like you. Click on that. So now after clicking on that, I can now click on any of these you have to click on this rather. Sorry, you have to click on this particular this one to go to the adjust mode. So once I click on that, you can see what happens. So I can click on the line I want to adjust and successfully adjust it like so. So I'm going to click on this right now and move it towards the left so that I make sure it's well aligned. It's on the same line with this. Okay, so once I'm okay, the next thing to do now is to click on this once again. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. So now it's there. Okay, now we are good to go. I'm going to click on my text and move it into position like so. Position is very, very important. Like I said earlier, it's very, very important. These are the things that make up your design. These are the things that make your design stand out from any other kind of design you get. So you have to make sure everything is well positioned, everything is well aligned. This is what makes graphic design. You get, it's not just about putting elements together and think. Yes, you have to make sure everything is well positioned and aligned. It's very, very important. All right, absolutely. So once I'm okay with what I have, what I want to do next is to click on this black. Okay, I'm going to duplicate it, copy. I'm going to move this down. Okay, I'm going to click on edit. I'm going to edit the text. Okay, I want to click on edit down here. So you click on edit, then you erase that, and I'm going to put in Friday. Absolutely. So I'm going to position this as well. Okay, to the right. You can use the position to nudge it. Okay, so nudge it a little bit. All right, so I'm going to bring it down. All right, so I'm going to click on this as well and copy it. Then I'm going to bring this down as well and click on edit. Black Friday sale. I'm going to put in exclamation mark. All right, like so. I'm going to make sure it's well positioned as well. As you can see, click on it and use the position to make sure it's well positioned. All right, so once I have my results, I can kind of move this down a little bit as well. Make sure the spacing between the text you get are the same, right? The spacing between the text are the same. These things are very, very important. Okay, so once I'm okay, I can just toggle off the guide to see how it looks without a guide. Okay, by clicking on this once again. Okay, I'll toggle it off and just see what we have here. Okay, so you can see, make sure it's well aligned. So once I'm okay with that, I think this S is not yet there. This S, I can just use some of it, shift it a little bit. All right, so once I'm okay with what I have, I can still come back to adjust it if necessary. For now, let's just leave it as like so. So I'm going to go and unlock this 3D text that I just just impute. So I'm just going to go to my shapes once again. I'm going to make my shape. I'm going to change the color to black. Okay, I'm going to adjust it like so. I'm going to adjust it like so. Okay, I'm going to click on it, and so you make a shape and you're clicking on it and it's getting adjusted. Okay, another way to do that is by clicking on the shapes, on the shape or the elements or whatever from the layer panel. So I can just go to my layer panel and click on it there so that it doesn't get distorted. Okay, like now I want to click on it, I can go to my layer panel here and click on the shape. This is the shape layer here. I'm going to click on it, then automatically it will be selected, as you can see. So once I click on it, it's going to be selected, as you can see. So I can now adjust it to where I want it to be. Okay, that's another trick anyways. So once I'm okay with what I have, I can rotate this like so and bring it down like so. Make sure it's well aligned. I can toggle on this back to make sure it's well aligned with what we have. Alignment is very important. I'm emphasizing on that. Okay, so once I'm done, I can go back to layer and toggle this and lock this as well. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my text once again and impute more text. I want to impute more text. So I'm gonna say save up to 60% on all clothing and on all. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to say save up to 60% on all. Okay, edits on all. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down. Okay, so I'm going to change the color to black. Okay, I'm going to go to my fonts and change the fonts. Let me just use like this Amaranth bold. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the size of the text. I'm going to reduce the size like so. Okay, so once I'm okay with the size, let me use 25k. I can bring it down, and I want to change the color as well. Let me change the color to, let me use white for the color. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it down like so, somewhere like this. Okay, so once I'm okay with what I have, the next thing I'll do now is to, I think I need to bring it on top of this. I can click on it and use the position to nudge it right. Absolutely. So once I'm okay with what I have, I can just click on it and copy it as well. I'm going to bring it down. Okay, I'm going to edit it and input the rest of the text. Clothing and accessories. Okay, so I'm going to bring it. I can see save up to 60% on all clothing and accessories. Okay, so I'm going to bring this like so. All right, so I can talk about this. I can see, so that I can see how it looks like. So I'm just going to click on it and move it down a little bit so that there's a lot of breathing space there. Absolutely. So once I'm okay what I have, what I'm doing next is towards. So you can see it's getting beautiful, right? Isn't it getting beautiful? All right, so what I'm doing next is to I'm going to go over to my, I'm going to lock these two text as well, and I'm going to go back to text once again, and I'm going to click on edit. I'm going to type in Ori sales stats on. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to change the color to white. I'm going to go back to my fonts. I'm going to use something like I'm wrestler. I want something very, very bold. So I'm going to reduce the size. Let me use like 20. Oh, let me change the font. I don't like this font actually. Let me just change the fonts. Let me use chunk 5. Okay, this is very good. So I'm gonna toggle on the grid once again so I can have well positioned. I'm just gonna come over here and place it there like so. Hurry. So the size of this is what? 22. Let me make it 20. Okay, I'm going to use my position to nudge it so that's well positioned. Like so. So once I'm done with that, I can click on it and copy it and edit it. And I'm gonna say Friday, October 29, 2021. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this down and position it well as well. Can use my position to nudge it here and make sure it's well positioned. I can bring it down a little bit as well, and I can toggle off this grid to see how it is. All right, so once I'm okay with that, next thing I'll do now is we're almost done. The next thing I'll do now is to go back to my layer. When I unlock these two texts, go back to my contest and edit this text. I'm gonna put in www.bestdeals.com. Okay, then I'm gonna come down like so. I'm gonna change the color of this to white as well. I'm gonna reduce the size of the text, and I'm going to change the font of the text. The font of the text. Let me see what I can use. Let me see this font. Okay, let me see another font I can use anyways. Let me use meme fonts. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna bring this down like so and just drop it somewhere. And so go on this as well. Make sure it's well aligned. It's not well aligned. I can use my position to nudge it towards this side, like so. It's not yet there. So I can click on this to do that. All right, I can toggle off this and see how it is. How it's looking. Fantastic. So once I'm done, what I'm doing next is towards is to bring in the logo, of course, the logo. So we're going to improvise on the logo. We're going to go back to shape, just create a logo here, reduce the size. I'm going to change the color to black. I'm going to reduce the size, and I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to rotate it like so. I'm going to rotate it like so. I'm going to reduce the size more. Okay. I'm going to reduce the size like so. Okay. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to position it like so. Just bring it. Use my nudge button to position it to where I want it to be. I can still reduce the size like so. Okay, done. So once I'm okay with what I have, I'm just going to click on it and copy it. Then I'm going to use my position to nudge it to bring it to this side as well, like so. So just see what we have here. Fantastic. So once I'm okay with what we have, I'm going to merge these two layers the same way we've been merge these two layers together. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is to use my position to position this. I can reduce the size a little bit. Okay, I'm going to position this like so. Okay, so I'm going to lock this for now. I'm going to go back to my text. Okay, to bring, let me just delete this. To bring a text, you can as well go to you can as well click on the plus button here. Okay, click on plus button, click on text, click on edit down here. See the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to write best deals. Okay, then I'm going to change the color to black. Okay, then I'm going to change the fonts. Let me just use something like another. Oops, I forgot. Let me use this as well. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the size. Like so, I'm going to bring it up here and make sure it's well positioned. Okay, then I'm going to click on it and just position it more, like so. Okay, all right. So once I'm done with this, as you can see, I think I need to give it a little bit of breathing space. I'm just going to use my to give it a little bit of breathing space, like so. So it's cool actually. All right, so I think I should bring this icon here, this one. When I click on this, oops, not this one actually. So I'm gonna go to my position. I'm bring it to this towards the side a little bit, okay, like so. Then I'm going to go back and lock it. Okay, I'm going to click on the logo here. You can see I'm bring the logo towards the side, like so. Then I'm going to bring the text as well. I'm gonna lock the logo, bring the text as well towards the side, like so. All right, so that's what we have. I'm gonna click on the text once again. I'll bring it towards the side, like so. So I can just adjust the logo once again. I think it's now well positioned where I want it to be. Absolutely. So once I'm okay with what I have, you can see, isn't this beautiful? You can see we are done with our design. This is really, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Isn't this beautiful? It's a basic poster and it's beautiful, right? So once you are done, the next thing we're doing now is to what is to save your work. Okay. So if you want, you can add some more I can just come over here and just infuse my name. Okay, I'll say UX design. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring that down here and just edit, change the color to black, and use this for a simple font. Okay, let me just go with this simple. You can reduce the size. You can bring it here. I use my arrow, my position to nudge it right. It's not necessary, but you might want to do that if you wish. All right, so you can see, just kind of add some kind of contrast to this. You can see, and everything is fine. So once I'm okay with what I have, I can just let me just delete this. It's unnecessary. So once I'm okay with what I have, I'm going to like save my work. Okay, to do that, before saving my work, I think I need to do something here. You have to just make sure everything is well positioned, everything is fine before you don't have to rush doing your work. You don't have to rush doing your work. You have to be very sure of what you have just done. Okay, it's very, very important, really, really important. I'm going to go back and click on this as well. just to exactly. All right. So once I'm done, the next thing I do now is to what is to save my work, of course. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to click on D to save. First, I'll be clicking on this, click on that, and click on save as image. Okay. I'm going to come to my custom. I'm going to click on Ultra. I'm going to click on save to gallery. So once we're done, that's that about that. Our work has been successfully saved. Okay. Look at our work. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what we just did. Look at. Isn't this beautiful? Look at it. Isn't this beautiful? This is what we just did, and it's really, really fine and beautiful. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching once again. Bye for now. See you in the next video.